This YouTube ad is printing cash in the coaching, consulting, and course creator space. It combines the best elements of beautiful storytelling, picture-perfect storyboarding, and direct response marketing. It's by John Petherby from adclients.com, and today we're gonna break it down for you so that you can learn why it works so well in this adspend.com ad breakdown. Let's go.
Are you constantly being pulled in every direction while you search online for the perfect funnel for your coaching business, slowly stretching your attention and becoming more and more overwhelmed until you finally break? You have no idea.
Okay, so that was perfect. The hook, the hook, the hook, the hook, the hook. He's getting stretched as he's literally talking about, are you constantly being pulled in every single direction and you have no idea what to do? Catches my attention. It hooks me in, especially because he talks about coaching and consulting businesses, which is obviously what and who we help in our agency adspend.com. So I'm already hooked and the storytelling is already getting good. So let's keep going here.
What to do with every online guru telling you to do VSL funnels and quiz funnels and upsells, downsells, cross sells, Facebook groups, each one promising you to make $1 gazillion without lifting a finger. You're spending hours watching YouTube.
Pain point, pain point, pain point, pain point, pain point. You're getting told all this information about what works, what's the best option, what's the best funnel, traffic strategy, everything, and you're overwhelmed. And now, because he hooked you in, you're gonna listen to him to see what he says might be the better strategy.
YouTube videos from either the most boring or over-the-top presenters, you're stressing over building funnel pages and binge watching every episode of The Diary of a CEO, thinking that the more content you consume, the more you'll know everything, the more you know everything, the quicker you'll get to launching your business, making $1 million, and your mum will finally love you.
I'll never love you, son.
That's a shame. Well, don't worry. I have a
humor element, added some funny storytelling and a character here. So I'm already getting the feeling like he has, number one, planned this video out well in advance with actors and everything. This is obviously not something you just do overnight, right? Which brings the ad to life. And so far, I'm just gonna scroll down here. This ad only has 37,000 views. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But I've seen this so many times, so I would imagine that it's doing really well.
I have a solution for you that doesn't involve posting 17 times a day to your 13 followers on Instagram, DMing randos across the internet, or standing at the side of the road trying to land clients. Thanks for the honk. I would prefer some cash. In fact, I've been using...
Okay, his acting is now, he's playing multiple characters, he's acting out every single scene he's talking about, and it's entertaining, right? I'm engaged, and he's keeping me engaged. So I'm gonna let it play out a little bit longer, but the hook transitioned well into the pain point, and he's still on it, but then he also said, I'm gonna show you the best way to get clients that doesn't involve sending random people DMs and talking to strangers, which is everybody's biggest fear, right? Or like dreadful task they have to do is like outreach to get more clients. So I'm interested to hear what his solution is.
I've been using one type of sales funnel for literally years now, day in, day out, and I've generated over $25 million online using it without posting endlessly on social media or building complicated funnels. Now, before I tell you what it is, you first need to know what's wrong with the stuff you're currently doing. It comes down to two things. Number one.
Now, before I tell you what it is, you first have to learn and understand what it is that you are doing wrong. So now he's hooking you again, keeping you watching, okay? I wanna know what it is, John. You're not gonna tell me what it is, but tell me what I'm doing wrong. So now let's go into, he's in front of a private jet with a Lambo here. All right, this is gonna get good.
Number one, everything you're being taught right now online is by people who have found a loophole or a quick fix, made a bunch of money, and now they're standing in front of their rented private jet saying you can do the same in 7 days or less.
John, didn't we rent this one?
Shut up, Pete. And number two is once you've decided to follow these so-called successful big shot private jet flying wannabes, you only copy their exterior with no idea of what's happening behind the scenes to make that funnel work.
Now that's key. That right there is key, because if you're in the coaching, consulting, and agency space, you are a victim, whether you know it or not, or you've probably done this to other people where you've literally copied their entire funnel, whether it was their webinar, their VSL, their landing page, their sales page, challenge funnel, doesn't matter, because you thought, oh man, this guy who's a maybe competitor of mine has this funnel and he seems to be running ads and he seems to be making money, and I'm just gonna copy it, run with it, and then make the same money, right? Obviously, it's not how it works, because what he just said is gonna be a pain point for everybody watching, because if you've tried that, you've also realized that it probably didn't work for you as well as it's working for that other person you copied, because you don't know what's going on the back end of the actual funnel, what salespeople they have, what their back end offer looks like, what happens after someone becomes an opt-in, right? You can't just copy the exterior. You have to know what's happening interior in the actual company to make that funnel super profitable. So that is already a huge learning lesson for everybody, which is now he's teaching you. You see, he hooked you in, got you with the pain points. Now he's teaching in the YouTube ad. Remember, YouTube ads have two purposes, okay? Entertain and educate at the same time, so that way the viewer can actually learn something while they're watching you pitch them, right? This is what keeps them watching. And the fact that he's actually calling out gurus and private jet wannabes and stuff while he's on a private jet, literally making fun of him, is also doing something similar. He's positioning himself as an anti-fake guru. Whereas most people, they flash this. He's saying, most people are doing this to you. I'm doing this to just show you what they're doing to you so that I can show you what you should be doing instead. Genius.
After all, my mum always told me it's what's on the inside that counts.
Not with a face like that, son.
Mum! And that's why every sales
He's got his mom, who's clearly not his mom, it's someone that works for him, as his fake mom, and she keeps becoming a recurring character in this, and it's actually pretty funny. So his mom is doing a really good job.
And that's why every sales funnel and lead generation strategy you've tried is just ending up costing you time and money and leaving you laying awake at night wondering, what is it that you haven't tried? And is it time to completely give up, get a job as a barista? Because at least there's only one way to make a coffee.
Can I get oat milk to semi-skimmed iced frappuccino with a caramel shot and some unicorn dust sprinkled on?
So at this point, you're probably thinking, John, shut up about private jets, coffee, and your mum, and tell me what to do before I skip this ad and get back to watching someone explain the difference between a scone and a scone.
Beautiful. All right, so now we're a minute and 57 seconds in, and now he finally is getting to the point, because at this point, they're asking themselves, okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. You've hit my pain points. What's the answer? And he says, so now you're probably wondering, okay, John, let's skip the fluff. What's the answer? And now he's actually going to tell them. So he's hooked us, he's kept us engaged, and now he's going to actually reveal what the answer is.
The answer to your problems is a webinar funnel. And you've probably heard of these before, and your mind goes to one of two places. Either people have told you that they're outdated and don't work anymore, or they're too complicated and difficult to make them work. I'm telling you right now, that's not true. The people that are saying this are using outdated strategies themselves, and they're not using what's working right now. The new
Perfect for this day and age in the marketing industry. Webinars used to be a really, really viable strategy to get leads, calls, and clients 3, 4, even 5 years ago. The market's since shifted to VSLs, right? 5, 10, maybe 15-minute short, direct, quick VSLs just to get the call booked and do the selling over the phone. Whereas webinars used to be really good for just selling a 1K, 2K, maybe even a 3K offer without even needing sales, calls or salespeople in general. And so if you're getting pitched a webinar in today's marketplace, you're thinking those two things, right? Webinars don't work anymore, or they're just so complicated that they're not even worth trying because the VSL is way easier. Whereas what he just said is, it's not that, it's the fact that you're using these, what I just explained, outdated webinar strategies, and you're being taught these outdated webinar strategies. But I'm gonna teach you the new way of doing webinars that have made me, what he said, 25 million in high ticket sales. So let's see what the new way of doing webinars is, according to John.
The new way of doing webinars is so much easier and far more profitable.
Hold on. We got to zoom in on this lady right here. This girl looks pissed. I wish I could rewind this. Can I rewind this? I can rewind this. Okay, we're going to go back here. Hold on. Let's watch this again.
The new way of doing webinars is so much easier and far more profitable.
Oh my God. Did you? Does anyone else think she looks pissed? She looks like she hates her job right now. She was just like, she looks like she's filmed this clip 10 times today and he hasn't gotten it right. And she's just handing him the marker. Look at her face. I'm going to zoom in for us here on this loom. She looks pissed. Anyways, hopefully that's not his actual mom. That would be, that would be interesting too. But yeah, she doesn't look happy. Anyway, we'll keep going here. We'll keep going.
Use a simple 30-minute webinar presentation. We have a couple of funnel pages that get people registered, and we have simple paid ad campaigns that flood that webinar with the right.
Simple. 30 minutes, simple. Like the whole visual is simple. So he's getting you okay. It's actually simpler than I thought it would be.
Prospects, and we let that webinar do all the heavy lifting to spit you out your most ideal clients out the other end.
We let the webinar do all the heavy lifting and let it spit you out your ideal clients. You see the language he's using, the copy he's writing and speaking. Very powerful language here. You have to pay attention. Most people who write YouTube ads or try writing YouTube ads, they expect, they try to use too much language that's too high level, I'm talking like college level, right? You got to be very stupid simple with your copywriting, right? You got to talk to people like they're fourth graders. I once heard that, kind of on a tangent here, but this will make sense. Donald Trump won the election because he spoke like a fourth grader in every speech he did when he was running the race to become president. Why? Because he was speaking in a language and a vocabulary that everybody in the world could realistically understand who actually needed and had a chance to vote. Fourth grade reading level. So with him, he's using very simple language, but powerful visual language, spit you out the ideal customers, right? When you're writing copy, especially with YouTube ads, you want to make sure you paint a picture. Just like literally this whole ad is a entire movie production. Like, he's got scene after scene after scene. He's storyboarded everything. He's got actors, actresses clearly who just don't want to be there. And he's using powerful language that's getting you to understand how stupid simple this style of webinar is going to be. So remember that when you're writing your YouTube ad scripts. Now, let's get into the final half of this ad.
Without a system like this, you'll be
Oh, she's back. She's back. Now she's taking the monitor away. Okay. Well, she doesn't look as pissed now. Maybe she's happy.
qualified clients that have you wanted to scream into a pillow so hard it sets on fire, or you don't have any clients and you can't even afford a pillow to scream into. So stop sitting around trying to manifest clients from thin air, crossing your fingers, hoping to land a client, or wasting your time and money on outdated strategies. Instead, use what's working right now, and once it's all set up, you go live and watch it start generating you clients and revenue on autopilot.
That was sick. He literally had money spitting out of the laptop. I've never seen that before. I wonder if someone's like with a money gun behind him, just like, that'd be pretty funny. And the fact that he just went through all this trouble to do this ad right here, where he's in the back of literally what looks like a hippie sort of style college apartment back at Arizona State University. Not that I know what that looks like, but there's a lot of girls that I used to have fun with back then that had similar setups. So either way, I'm glad that he went through this and brings back some memories, but we'll keep going.
Never again will you have to rely on crappy marketing strategies that die out within a week, or sell your soul posting content on social media, hoping, no, begging that anyone will give you a minute of their time and give you their credit card information, or perhaps they've got a crazy Aunt Sally that will. So I want to show you what to do, how to set it all up.
I love the fact that he brings his parents and his aunts into this, you know. That didn't look like the other woman. I wonder, I still want to know if she works for him or not, but she did not look happy. This ad client sign in the background looks pretty sick too, so I like his office setup. He's got a lot of things going, so this is good.
All up, and more importantly, how to stop juggling all these countless sales funnels that don't work.
How to stop juggling all these countless sales funnels as he's juggling. Gosh, this is good.
And focus on just one that does. So if you'd like to learn this stuff, just click the link somewhere on or around this
First call to action.
video and register for my training event that's coming up called The Future of Webinars, where I will
He titled the training, The Future of Webinars. He made a title. Most people don't. They just say, watch my free training, you know, or watch my upcoming webinar. He called it The Future of Webinars. I like that.
I will break this entire thing down for you step by step. It costs just $7 to attend this training, and it will be the best investment you've made in your online education. So skip your Starbucks for the day, get registered for The Future of Webinars, and I'll share with you my entire 7-figure webinar system.
$7 to learn the 7-figure webinar system. This is honestly one of the first times I've seen somebody charge for a webinar training. To be very clear, I've never seen someone charge. Most of the time they're free, but that's probably why this ad has only 37,000 views and has been running for 4 months, because he's not really going very mass market. He's targeting a very specific type of client here: coaches, consultants, course creators who are very sophisticated, people who have tried VSLs, you know, webinars in the past, or tried different types of sales funnels, people that have been burnt out doing different things and haven't seen any success. And he's giving them an opportunity for $7, where he says, skip your Starbucks for the day. So he's giving you a comparison of what $7 could get you compared to a 7-figure webinar strategy, the future of webinars, at his $7 webinar training. Powerful. So I'd pay for it.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Click here, register for free training. He's got an end screen. Okay, so he's got an end screen with the arrow pointing to the call to action button. And let's see if it just keeps going here. Yeah, so he's got about 15 or so seconds of just end screen. Click here, register for the free training. And in total, the ad's 4 minutes and 4 seconds. What can we take away from this ad? Well, number one, the hook in the very beginning is him literally being stretched and pulled in 4 different directions as he's talking to the person who's literally going through a pain point of being pulled in many different directions, doing all different types of funnels and not knowing exactly what they should be doing and what's going to work the best for their type of business. Very descriptive storytelling, storyboarding, acting, visuals, props, actors, actresses. And this was something that I can tip my hat off to, having done this myself for adspend.com with RVSL, the Facebook ads basket one. I love this ad, and I'm glad I was able to break it down. So John, amazing work, my friend. And you can tell that this did really, really well, especially for the sophisticated market. But what can you take away from this? Well, number one, again, do you have to go through all this trouble, right? And hire all these people, get all these props, storyboard all these scenes to just run YouTube ads to get more leads, calls, and clients for your high-ticket coaching course or consulting business? No, not at all. In fact, some of the best ads we've ever ran for clients, produced, scripted, written, and ran as ads, are filmed on iPhones with them walking in their backyard and simply delivering a high converting script. Let's just strip everything John has on video away for a second and just stick with me. I want you to close your eyes. I'm gonna give you an example here. Close your eyes and just tell me what you see as you listen to these words.
Are you constantly being pulled in every direction while you search online for the perfect funnel for your coaching business, slowly stretching your attention and becoming more and more overwhelmed until you finally break? You have no idea what to do with every online guru telling you to do VSL funnels and quiz funnels and upsells, downsells, cross sells, Facebook groups, each one promising you to make $1 gazillion without lifting a finger. You're spending hours.
The reason why this works so well is because of the script. It's the high converting script. He uses the hook, story, close framework. He hooks you in. We're still in the hook, by the way. He tells the story of what you're doing wrong before he reveals what you need to be doing instead, the new way to run webinar funnels. And then he reveals how he's gonna teach you the new way to run webinar funnels in the Future of Webinars training, which is also a webinar that you can get for $7. The framework is what did this ad so well. It's not the actors, it's not the actresses. Obviously that helps now, but I guarantee you he's tested this messaging on Facebook as an organic post, on Instagram or as an email. And then once he's proven it, that it actually converts and gets people to click and buy, he's then added all the extra elements that you don't need when you're first starting off, but can help as you prove that the actual copy can convert. Don't get overwhelmed with all this. Just use it to inspire you to write a more compelling ad, a high compelling ad with very descriptive language copy and powerful affirmations that get people to say, this is literally speaking to me. And then film it on an iPhone, prove it works, then go through all the bells and whistles that John added here to make it work for your business too. But at the end of the day, you don't need all that. You just need a high converting script to get started. And in fact, if you want to see what a high converting script for YouTube ads looks like, you can watch this YouTube video right here, where I break down a script that we wrote for our client, Brandon Carter, where this YouTube ad that we wrote for him following this same script framework that you're gonna learn helped him make $636,000 in less than 3 months of running this one YouTube ad. So go watch that video and I'll see you there.